Hello and welcome to the Take This City project. I'm Matthew Stevens, founder of thepianoByEar.com. In the Take This City project, I have taken every single song on Mark Conda's latest CD, Take This City, and I've broken them down right hand and left hand, every single phrase, every single measure, explaining exactly what you should do in order to be able to play it just like it sounds on the CD. But I also understand that many of you may not have a band, bass and drums in your church. Therefore, you need to know techniques that you can use on the piano to make your playing sound rich and full. Don't worry, I've included many of the techniques that I use to do just that. So let's take just a few minutes and take a look at what's on this DVD. Coming up, you're going to see several excerpts from many of the songs that are on this instructional DVD. Now keep in mind, there are over 5 hours of instruction on the Take This City project. So I'm including just a few of the excerpts to show you a little bit of what the DVD is like. So let's take a look. That's kind of what we're doing, just a slide note there. And basically I'm making up my own rhythm there, trying to be a little syncopated. Now my left hand is kind of doing some syncopation as well. I might be playing my octave. Notice I was 1, 2, 3, 4. And then F sharp minor 7. So in the key of A, F sharp is our 6 minor, 1, 7, 6. And you're familiar with that probably. If you play the piano, you're going to know you use 6 minor a lot. But here they've got F sharp minor 7. So if you do F sharp minor 7, you have F sharp, A, C sharp, and E. But the nice thing about it is if you play an A chord on your right hand or with an F sharp bass, then you're going to notice that you've got F sharp minor 7. So I even broke that up. Look at this right hand. I was doing this with my right hand. Slow it down here, try to slow it for you. And then I left this one out, this F sharp, and was going. Those, that's just basically, I'm just creating my own thing there to just fill the space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a different rhythm, okay? So you want to consider that as you're learning to play this. Now, the chord progression is basically just G, which is our 1, C, which is our 4, and D, which is our 5. And then we're going to have a transition from the D back to our G, from the D to the G. We'll talk about that in a minute to do that. So we've got our A minor 9. All right, now what I'm doing, this note, this B note is going to be very standing out in this part of the song. So that's why we're having these A minor 9s and C major 7s and D 13s. It's because of this B note, and I'll explain that. The B is the 9th note of the A scale. So that's why we've got our A minor here with the 9th note. So I've got C, E, and B on my right hand, and A, E, and A on my left hand. Well, you see, E minor and G are very similar to each other, and many times we can substitute the two with each other so that we don't play the exact same thing every time. Look at the notes of the G chord. Okay, well, let's look at it in root position. G, B, and D. Look at the notes of the E minor chord. E, G, and B. So the G and the B are the same. The only thing that's different is the D note on the G chord and the E note on the E minor chord. Now here, what we're going to do is we're going to roll this up. So basically on the B flat chord, what we're doing is playing 1, 5, 1, 2, 3. So it's a B flat second. We're just arpeggiating the chord. Okay? And then on the, all right, and so full, it's supposed to sound like this. down to 1. Okay? So that's the relationship. That's why that works, to go B flat, F, C. Is because that's just, it pushes you that way because that's part of the circle of fourths and circle of fifths. Okay? And we have 4 beats, and the C comes in, C second comes in on the downbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a half of a rest, and then we play this progression with all, or these notes with all the other instruments. All right? And so that is F, E, C, E flat, D, B flat, C.